What up, YouTube? Today I want to just chit chat with you a little bit about why I am doing what I'm doing on YouTube. So, I am really into sustainability. I do not want to depend on the government as much as I don't have to depend on the government. But they are in control of so many things. They're in control of our food source, of our water sources, um, our school systems, etc. So, I understand that we do have to have some type of copacetic relationship to be able to like exist in this country, and happily coexist, I should say, between us, the people, and the government. So I got into gardening about I don't know, maybe 5 years ago, but I didn't have the space that I have now, and it's still not a lot of space. It's still a tiny little piece of land that I'm working with because of the major trees that we have that are on neighbors' properties that shade out pretty much all of my 110-foot front yard. So it is not easy to plant. It is not easy to find places where plants can actually grow and thrive and get enough sun exposure. So I'm doing what I can with what I have, and that's the point. So this channel is to hopefully encourage and inspire people who maybe have never planted a seed before in their life to try it. And that's why I posted that Ziploc bag method, because it was so simple, so easy. All you do is put them in a wet paper towel and in a Ziploc bag, not too moist, but not dry either. And you just wait like a week, and that's it. And you got your seeds. You got your seeds ready to go. And then once you get your seeds in there, then you got to worry about the outside elements, like all the critters and the pests and the insects, that also want to eat, some good food themselves. And you can't blame them, right? It's animalistic nature. They're out here to survive, and they're going to do what they got to do to survive, and so am I. So, creating different systems with really low income, because I don't have a lot to invest the way I wish I could, because like I was saying in my previous video, a lot of my money right now is wrapped up in fixing the house up and getting it to where I want to be in my home, and I'm comfortable and happy in my home. And so that is the goal. But at the same time, I still want to garden. I still want to grow food. I want to see how much food I can actually grow. I know this year I'm not going to get like my biggest harvest or anything. I mean, who knows? Who knows? That's the thing about gardening. You never know. You never know how it's going to turn out. You never know what kind of obstacles are going to be put in place, where certain crops might do better than others. But it's trying. It's getting out there. It's doing it. It's showing yourself that you are completely capable to grow food, preserve food for your family, and become more sustainable, self-sustaining. You don't have to have a huge cellar of food. I have a backup supply in my basement. It's a small, cabinet, and I just keep adding to it when I can. I use the Flash Food app. That's my number one tip. If you have the Flash Food app in your area, download the app called Flash Food, FLASHFOOD, and see if there are participating grocery stores in your area. You will be shocked what is available for you to go and grab at an extremely discounted price, because it's not bad food, but it's probably got like 2 weeks left. So you got to use it up, especially the produce boxes. I just cut up 60 onions and froze those in the freezer, because I had so many boxes of onions from Flash Food that I don't know, I was going to make pickled onions, and I was going to do this, and I was going to do that, and the time was running out. So I had to preserve them onions. The quickest and easiest thing I could do was chop them up and freeze them. I just put them all in my food processor, and boom. I have onions for like 6 months now. I'm not even kidding. I love soups and stews and hot dishes that I'm cooking in a pan or roasting. I can use those onions, and they're going to be amazing. And these are organic, sometimes it's organic style food. And why I'm just mentioning this and really pressing this issue is because I think it's one of the biggest resources. If you are on a low income, you don't receive food stamps, you don't receive EBT, you know, you're trying to be more self-sustaining, but you're working with a budget. And how can you still get your family's needs met while working on a budget and cook amazing food for your family without breaking the bank? Okay? Flash food is so good. I'm telling you. I've gotten lamb off there, chicken. I don't eat pork, so, but there's always a lot of pork on there, and ham, like the deli cuts of ham. They're not the deli cuts of ham. They're deli style, like logs of ham that you can cut yourself. I wish they had that in Turkey, because honey, I would get it all. Packs. I've gotten tons of packs of chickens, chicken breasts, chicken thighs, chicken legs, like. So my meat and produce is mostly came from Flash Food, I would say, in the last 3 months, almost all. And my freezer is full, honey. My freezer is full. I'm able to feed my family. They are eating high quality food. The lamb I had got was like a, you know, a never any, like no antibiotics, organic, pasture raised. I mean, why not? Why not save some money? You're going to throw it in the freezer anyway. You can't eat that much meat at one time. Throw it in the freezer and use it when you need it. I had got ground lamb so that I can make stuffed grape leaves. There's just so many opportunities out here to do things on a budget, but also be thriving in all areas of your life, health, wellness, you know, food preservation, learning new skills, everything. You do need to think about, what are you going to do in an emergency? Is your family taken care of? Do you have enough food? Do you have enough this? Do you have enough that? And with this channel, I hope to bring to you what I do. And I've made it through the worst in life. I've gone through so many different situations, but I have overcome with God's help and with, you know, different resources and support system. You do have to have a support system. I know that we want to say we're self-sustaining, and yes, we're self-sustaining too. We can only go so far with that. So you do need to have some sort of community where you can talk about these things, trade, you know, items if you would like to trade items, and all of that. So it's really important. This topic is so important. And so I'm hoping that with this channel I can bring some more knowledge to your life as far as how to get through the tough times, how to budget, when to get the things you want. So in my last video I had mentioned I'm a part of a Facebook group. This Facebook group is a blessing because it's only for women. They have a men's version and a women's version, and it's where they're posting deals like every 10 minutes of things that are on sale, like 75-80% off Amazon products that you may see trending, or that you like, oh, I really want that. Well, on this site, you just wait a little bit and it's going to come on a coupon code, and you copy the coupon code, you put it in there, and like I said, sometimes you can get I've gotten up to 90% off on items. The last thing I bought was the Mrs. Meyer's Daisy scent. I love Mrs. Meyer's products. I don't think they clean like the best. I'm still like a bleach girl. I love my bleach. I love my Pine Sol. I love my scouring powder. I love my just like old methods. The way that my mom cleaned is how I clean. And they had a deal on the Mrs. Meyer's Daisy scent all-purpose cleaner. It was on sale for $2.99. I have waited and waited. I'm a Grove member as well, and I have not purchased anything on Grove in like almost 2 years, but I'm still a member because in case I want to. It's only $20 a year, so that's not bad. And there is good deals on there too. I just haven't been on there because I spend too much money when I go on Grove. I want everything I see, so I try to stay off of there as much as I can to avoid the temptation. However, I've been putting it in my back pocket. Okay, girl, you gonna get that daisy scent, but we're not paying $6.99 from Target for that little bottle. I think they're $3.99 on Grove with your membership discount. But for $2.99 they had them on the deals, and so I got 2 of them, and it's just those little things that make me feel happy, and I was so patient for it, and it came through. And that's the most important thing that I have to keep telling myself all the time, because I am the type of person, when I see it, I want it. I'm Ariana Grande, and I love to throw it in the bag, but I had to stop myself from doing that, because I want better quality things in life. I don't want just little trinkets and things I don't necessarily need. Now, I have desires, of course, everybody does, but if my needs are met, that taken care of, then I can spend $3 on a little bit of something that makes me happy, like Mrs. Meyer's Daisy Scent Cleaner. So it's the trade-off. It's the trade-off of waiting, because sometimes you gotta wait. Sometimes there's a delay, but for your blessing, but that doesn't mean it's not coming. My favorite picture is one of my favorite pictures is where Jesus is standing in front of a little girl, and he has a teddy bear, or she has a teddy bear, and he's asking her to give him the teddy bear, and she's like, but I really love this teddy bear, it's my favorite teddy bear, I don't want to give him to you, I want this teddy bear. And she was contemplating, but behind his back, he had one hand out for the teddy bear, and then behind his back he had a much better present for her that was better than the teddy bear. And so I try to think of that all the time and use that as motivation to just be patient. And I struggle with patience. I can get very impatient very quickly, depending on my mood or what's going on. And so I'm working on patience, and when I see the outcome of even the small things, like a little Mrs. Meyer's spray that is now within my price range, where I can buy 2 for the price of 1, and that makes me even more happy that I've gotten a deal on it. It charges me up, because it lets me know it's possible, and that good things are coming, always coming, and better than I can even imagine is waiting for me. So all I gotta do is keep at it and keep using the resources that I've been given, and not give up. Do not give up. If you're going through depression, if you're going through a hard time, my heart goes out to you. And if you want to leave it down below what you're going through, I can definitely put you on my prayer list. It's just amazing the way that God works in our lives, but we have to be open to it, and we have to follow his lead. And so I try to do better at that every day. I pray that I become a better mother, daughter, friend, sister, all of it. I just go down the list. Employee, co-worker, cousin, and I just keep going. And just those little taps, I don't know exactly what I'm praying for. I'm just praying to be better, right? In those areas. But God pulls through, and he makes it happen in those areas, if it's his will, of course. And so I always pray that it's his will. Is also what I would like too, but sometimes it doesn't work out like that, and I need to trust that whatever's going to happen is his will, and I'm to follow that. Do go to like a general Christian church, and that's really helpful. I love praising the Lord. I love singing. I love doing all the things that God loves us to do. So yeah, it's a great time for me, and it does fill me up. It fills my soul up, and it makes me feel like I can take on the world after I leave a praise session at church, because I know I got God behind me, and he's got me, and he's got my back. So just know that he's got your back too. He's got everybody's back. You just gotta do the things that he expects us to do. And it's the yin and yang of life. There's always bad and good, and there's always good and bad. And so we just got to switch our mindsets, our perspectives, and come at it in a way that's going to benefit us in the outcome. So thank you so much for watching this video. I am just so excited to be making new friends online, and you know, I really like to chit chat with you guys. I'm hoping that I can get to like 1,000 followers and whatever else you need to do lives, because I would love to do some lives. So please subscribe and like this video if you did like it. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. I'd love to talk to you. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.